Well, the situation here is once again very concerning in Rhodes. As you can see behind me, the fire is still out of control. It has made significant progress, especially in the past 2 days, with strong winds, but also with a new heat wave that Greece experiments since today. We are expecting 45, 46 degrees Celsius in the next day. So all these things makes more and more difficult the fight against the fire. 5 more villages were evacuated last night, and it has been this fire started 1 week ago. So for days and nights, the fight still continue, and there are many people afraid. I'm standing here in a small village very close to the fire, and many locals told me we don't know what's going to happen in the next hours. So many people feel very lost, and it's still chaos here in this island.
Yes, and that's what you feel, that people don't know what's happening. They're not clear. What is happening with the evacuations? Are they being orderly managed, or is it sort of a little bit chaotic, as you say?
It was very chaotic during the weekend. You remember the video, what we saw, especially on Saturday night. We saw thousands of tourists left very quickly the hotels, running for a few kilometers, escaped to the beach, and then they were evacuated to the capital of the city. But for most of the tourists, they've been waiting still now at the airport because they left the hotel with nothing, with no luggage, with no personal items, with no identification paper or passport. So they need to, do the embassy administration papers, try to reach the airlines, so it takes time. Most of them sleep also at the airport on the floor. So yes, it's still a very chaotic situation, but also for the local people, because they don't really know what's going to happen, especially with the strong winds, the fire becoming more and more bigger here. So it's a very difficult situation.
Yeah. The Prime Minister has described it as being at war with the fires. What is your sense of the help that is being provided?
I mean, they try to do everything as much as they can, but it's a really crisis situation, especially we are in the middle of the touristic season. We have thousands and thousands of tourists in Rhodes, but also in Corfu, where there are fires since a few days ago, but also in Athens, where the Acropolis closed during the afternoon because it's too hot. So they try to do the best, but in Greece, we have fire years after years. And many people told me years after years it's the same situation, not enough preparation, not enough things has been done by the local authorities, especially during the evacuation. So many people here in Greece feel very lost and really abandoned by the state.
Yeah. You mentioned some of those other fires around Athens and Crete, but we're hearing reports of other fire fronts moving in Corfu, near the island of Evia. So this is problematic right across the country.
Yes, and this is really a nightmare for the Greek government to see many fires at the same time, big fire, out of control in the touristic season. Especially in Evia, it's a very difficult situation. This island was destroyed in 2021 by a big fire. For 10 days, all the north of this island has been burned for 10 days. And once again, they are experimenting a new fire. And the situation is very difficult around Greece. And we're expecting more and more fire in the next day, because I was telling you a bit before, we are experimenting a new heat wave. So everyone is still on the crisis situation in Greece tonight.
Yeah, it's not letting up. Really good to talk, Romain. Stay safe. We will continue watching this with interest. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.